So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And we're underway.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I've been really impressed with Goretzka.
Tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Rafael Leao. Nuno Mendes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Ketelaere. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Bruno Fernandes goes short. He's had a hit! And now a sudden chance to counter. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bruno Fernandes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Some good work on the right flank here. Goretzka. Now it's Mbappe. First quarter of an hour gone. Sporting, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, can he get onto this? Bruno Fernandes. De Ketelaere. De Ketelaere! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's their second corner of the game. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Vietnam trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Over to the left. And the pass is intercepted. Haaland. Son Heung-min. Oh, super ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a great ball. Gets his pass away. Hits one! That's a decent clearance. Has a look and plays it forward. Stones does really well to win the ball there. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Quality ball. Mikel Merino looks to get on the end of this. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Son Heung-min has a go! It's in! The breakthrough strike! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Vietnam have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Merino. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
Sporting can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Haaland, engages and forces him off the ball.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nuno Mendes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, easy pickings there. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's well spotted. Merino. He's found a way through. Chance! It's anyone's ball now. Merino fires it in low. Thiaw gets it clear. Oh, it's come loose.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And here's Haaland. Shapes to shoot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Nuno Mendes simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Goes in for the header! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Sporting grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is...
There's the shot! And he's there to clear it. Jamal. Merino. Now it's Haaland. He's in space and looking for options. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Xiao. Bruno Fernandes. To Marquinhos. Merino.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yamal ploughing through the middle. Xiao defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Driving forward. Yamal. Bruno Fernandes with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Kimmich. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Big header! Goal! Sporting! And the comeback is complete! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Bruno Fernandes running with the ball. And here's Isak. He can get that clear. Taken back almost at once. To Ketelara. To Ketelara! That's a nicely weighted... And the shot! He's scored! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kimmich.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, that's a key interception. Played out to the right. And that's really well manoeuvred. So what can they make of this? Isak showing good feet. Isak proves just a little bit too strong. He's got the shot away! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bruno Fernandes gets it away. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. There will be 4 extra minutes.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business.
Has a goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Mbappe, and that's been intercepted. Kimmich. Nuno Mendes. Mendes drives forward on the overlap. Nuno Mendes. He's had it taken off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a shade optimistic.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
No, he's not getting past him there. He is just caressing the ball. Now that's a lovely exchange. Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, he's played it in low. Well, now it's a race for the ball. This time, surely! Goal! Sporting!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
De Ketelaere. Isak. Chance for the header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Kimmich gets rid without sophistication. Rudiger clears it away. Isak. Bruno Fernandes. There's the hit! That's a decent clearance. Vietnam trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the look. Isak! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Isak deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Merino. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. It looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And that is a little undercooked. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Quickly taken. Nuno Mendes. And that's been drilled in. And that has been clubbed away. Bruno Fernandes. Strong running down that left flank. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kluivert. And here's Bruno Fernandes. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Kimmich. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Kimmich. Lovely feet. He's tried one! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong, make them right.
Kimmich. Decent progress down the left. The muscular approach does pay off here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Dyer. Isak. Mbappe. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Danger averted for now.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Rudiger.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bruno Fernandes. Goretzka. And the whistle goes for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Sporting head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Nicely weighted ball. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Bruno Fernandes. Watkins. Nuno Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Merino.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bellingham. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, that's a fine interception. De Ketelaere. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Rudiger can get it clear. Oh, this looks sharp. Nkapie promptly onto that, and that is that.
Vietnam are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Great ball if he can get there. He could be in here. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich's cross. Shot a goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Dyer gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. Dybala. No, again there's no way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Kimmich. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Just eases him off the ball. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Kimmich. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's nice. Showing great feet there. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Vietnam really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Watkins. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Merino. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done.
Sporting have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And he has been fouled there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 10. Número 20. Número 21. Vão dar o
Just
seu
beyond his
lugar.
reach.
Número 9.
And here's Mbappe.
Número 22.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Truffert. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Lovely bit of skill. Isak. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. There will be 4 extra minutes. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Dybala. Nice control. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Tenham atenção que apenas é permitido
So a
informar
short
nas áreas
respite for the
dedicadas
players
para este
as
mapa.
they prepare
Muito
themselves
obrigado.
for another 30 minutes.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Sporting pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? That is good alertness. Yamal. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Dybala did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Lamine Yamal surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Back into the middle. Oh, this is a great position. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's certainly onside here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Isak. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Dybala. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Nkapie getting this one clear. Now it's Dybala. Mbappe. Big chance! There's the whistle, and the first period of extra time ends on a dramatic note. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama?
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 5.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
Mudar os seus lugares.
They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Rudiger clears it away. Nuno Mendes. Kim Min-jae concedes a free kick for that. And he has shown him a yellow card. Dybala. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bruno Fernandes. Hakimi. There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Gets his pass away. Truffert. That's very neat. Isak.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And it's pulled back. Decent hit! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Sporting take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Into the channel. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago, he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps. And we aren't even talking about his assists. His record of direct goal involvement is quite phenomenal.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Bruno Fernandes. Goretzka was in no mood for any of that. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Sporting do have a chance to counter here.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Bruno Mendes. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Marquinhos. And here's Rafael Leao. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Great chance! They want to be quick to recover this. And that's really well manoeuvred. Sporting, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Marquinhos. Could move up a gear here. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Watkins. Kimmich. Merino. Goretzka. Son Heung-min.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Son Heung-min.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is just caressing the ball. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nuno Mendes to Bruno Fernandes. And here's Watkins. Nuno Mendes. And the counter is on. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Good spot, he's seen the run. Goretzka. Mbappe. 30 minutes gone. Driven forward. Watkins. Back into the middle. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Quality ball. And he's intervened well there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that was vital. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Showing good feet. Bruno Fernandes. De Ketelaere showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nuno Mendes. Mendes going full tilt down the left. Played back in. There's the
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And here's Mbappe. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means, and the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate, and so we reach the break, and the game remains goals. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mendes gets it clear. Passes short and sharp. Bruno Fernandes. And now the breakaway. Kimmich. Thiaw gets over and intercepts. And they can counter here. Bruno Fernandes. To Ketelara. Thinks one through. Gets his head to it! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Stones cuts out the pass. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Watkins. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Capier. Played over towards the opposite flank. Now it's Kimmich. Corner it is. And we have our very first corner. Bruno Fernandes. And now they can spring out of defence. To Ketelara. Shifted it to the flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Vietnam showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Played out wide. Son Heung-min. Mbappe. Great hit!
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rudiger does really well to win the ball there.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
De Ketelaere. That has been slung wide. Son Heung-min was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Caros espectadores, consultem um ecrã gigante para informações acerca dos acessos e serviços dentro do estádio. Substituição para o Sporting. Número 20. Número 42. Número 5.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Número 99. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
That's really well manoeuvred. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bruno Fernandes. It's Kimmich. Picked out brilliant. Can he put it away? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Truffert. Truffert is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. The less said about that pass, the better. Watkins is firing after that one. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He could be in here. Kluivert. Rafael Leao! Oh, this looks sharp.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Isak. Lovely feet. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Isak. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, we're still where we started, despite the best efforts of both parties. A game that has been at times exciting, often frustrating, unbearably tense. And the next 15 minutes will be the last chance for somebody to win it.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 21.
And we're off for the final time.
Número 22.
0-0 still. Play to win or play for penalties. Haaland with a definite fell there. Kluivert. Dybala. Bruno Fernandes.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bruno Fernandes. Haaland. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, he's taken it. Bruno Mendes. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Dybala running with the ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Bellingham!
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Isak. Oh, nice touch.
Look, it's a run defence.
Chance for the header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Both sets of players have run themselves into the ground here, Peter, and as extra times go, I think I'll remember this for a while.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. Bruno Fernandes is over the first kick. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Kluivert steps up for his penalty. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
This then to level matters. Oh, and the keeper guessed right too.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Dybala is the man who's second in line. Dispatched emphatically.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Sporting are looking to him to tie things up.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Isak will take the third penalty. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Son Heung-min is the fourth man to step forward for them. Oh, denied remarkably.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Bellingham is fourth up. That's a good penalty.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Sporting are looking to save match point. Yes, that's how you do it.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did. So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Donnarumma must keep this out. This is match point. That's it. It is done. So it all ends in heartbreak. All the effort, all the... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Decent hit! Goretzka gets it away. Very nicely done. Kimmich making good progress on the right-hand side. That's a decent clearance. Nuno Mendes. Crossed in once more. He can get that clear. Aim forwards. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's pulled back. Chance for the header! Goal! Sporting! A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Sporting have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, this is a great position. Now, who's going to be first to this? Nkapie gets it away. Sporting are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Goretzka and the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's ambitious. Bruno Fernandes. Well read, nice interception. Nuno Mendes. Sporting do have a chance to counter here. He's away! He's had a shot!
Yilmaz, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's Son Heung-min! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Vietnam with the corner, they're first. And he's there to get it away. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Kluivert. And it's Son Heung-min.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That's really well cleared. De Ketelaere. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, important interception. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nuno Mendes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mendes chasing after it. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Vamos ter
Son
minuto
Heung-min.
de compensação.
Kluivert! It's off target and by quite a way.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
There's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Sporting lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them. Tries a shot!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, they could be caught out here. Goretzka. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Rafael Leao. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And here's Watkins. Now it's Kimmich. That's gone for a throw-in. Bruno Fernandes. For Kluivert. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, good ball. Shots on here. To Ketelaere! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
To Ketelaere. Shot a goal! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Este jogo teve uma assistência de 72.307
To Ketelaere.
jogadores.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Pulls it back. Kluivert! Rudiger getting this one clear.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Nuno Mendes. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Thiaw.
And they can counter here. De Ketelaere. And here's Son Heung-min. Yilmaz.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
To Ketelara. Kluivert. And here's Son Heung-min. No way through, so back it comes. Good read, needed to be.
Vietnam really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's good vision. Xiao.
This is the time you need that pace. Vietnam truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Bruno Fernandes. That's tidy. Oh, well played. Son Heung-min. Lovely feet. To Ketelara! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Throw in.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 21. Número 5. Número 6. Vão dar os
And it's Goretzka.
Número 9.
And he's taking no chances there.
Número 4.
Vietnam have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the referee brings it to a close. Sporting have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Bruno Fernandes taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.